Hey, what's up, everybody? Just got off of work. Felt like starting a stream. Ain't nothing particular special. I put the link out there. We just want to, if you want to talk and chop it up, hit the link and come on up. I'm about to send out some notifications right quick. Please give me a second. Let me send this out. Uh, how's everybody doing out there? Yeah. What's going on, contractor? Hey, what's up? What's up, snowman? Hit the link. Come on up. We're shooting the shit. Ain't nothing special. Ain't no special message or nothing. Just here talking, shooting the shit. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to contact certain someone. I'm live. Boom. Oh, you down with the flu, snowman? Oh shit. Sorry to hear. I'm waiting on Charles to come in. Charles Faulkner will be coming in a minute. Ugh, long day at work. Where's my liquor at? Gotta pour me something. The libations. Gotta pour the libations. Oh shit. Oh, people already left. That's cool. That's cool. Ain't planning on being here this long. Just gonna chop it up. Ugh. Let me see. Boom. Today's stream is by Woodford Reserve. Good whiskey. Salute to everybody. Hope your day was well. Mine was very eventful. Crazy shit at work. Oh, what's up? All right. What's up, bro?
What's good, fam? How you?
A long day at work.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. I just got finished grinding my goddamn self. I
Ugh.
know how it is. Trust me.
15-hour days, bro.
Hey, you getting that money? You getting that money, dog? You getting that
Yeah.
money?
Yes, sir. Gotta grind. That's what I'm doing. Get my grind on, man.
Nah, no bull like that. That's how it's supposed to be. For a certain, well, for a certain time at least. But trust me, I know. I know, bro. I know. Yo, it's my
Yo, I
first
got a
time
question.
catching you
I
live,
got a
man.
I got a question for you, bro. Do you be posting every night?
Nah. My schedule my schedule is very helter skelter, dog. I have to plan my routine around everyone, well, around my clients. Like
Oh,
then after
okay.
that, I gotta, I might stop at 8 o'clock, or I might stop at 1:45, or I might be rolling out to go to a job at 1:45. It just depends on what the fuck going on and who needs
Um,
what things.
oh, okay, because the reason why I'm asking, everybody I'm subscribed to is fucking shadow banned for some fucking reason, bro. Like I don't get notifications. I don't like it's like usually
Well,
like I would have to unsubscribe and resubscribe and hit the bell numerous times to get people like who I like their content just to get freaking notifications. I'm
well,
like,
bro,
damn, the
bro, that's
shadow
because
ban shit's like a motherfucker.
that shadow ban shit is real. They hit me early. I ain't even over 200 yet, and they hit me already. But because of associations and affiliations, they
Yeah,
they went ahead. They went at my head. But it's cool. I rather, if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, you don't. But the message is still gonna be there for you, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And I can't fake to get that much hate. this early. It's amazing. It's like, wow. They didn't flag my shit and all that. Straight
Yeah,
up.
I mean, it's like everybody in the fucking space that I'm subscribed to is shadow banned. I'm like the only one that I get notifications really to, where's no issue, is BGS and Art New Style. Everybody else, they even shadow banning my boy Black Ram. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's what they do. It's their platform. Until we
Yeah,
have our own that we control, it is what it is, bro.
yeah,
Straight
yeah.
up.
When
But
you
I ain't
plugged
want
up, when you plugged up in this matrix, you got to follow by the rules.
facts. I'm like, I ain't want to hold you. I just wanted to be like, yo, I finally caught a lot and salute to you, bro. I see you moving. I see you moving. And
No, no,
uh,
I appreciate it because I'll be trying to well, because of the long hours I be doing, I be catching cats, and then I like to support the people that I follow in some way, if it's either monetarily or put in a like and put it on my community board. I like to support people, that the same message that resonates with me. But it's so hard, to get notifications of other people because I like to support my peoples. Like it is like, I gained like 3 fucking subscribers, let's say, from this struggle stream right here. And then the next day YouTube would take 2 of them away. Don't
yep,
don't don't take no more from me, YouTube. I'm only playing.
Slim. I noticed. I was like 192. Then it went from 192 to 196. Then from 196 back to 192. I'm like, damn, did I offend someone? Nah,
Well,
that's just the way YouTube go. Cause
yeah, I had to throw up a bunch of shorts just to get subscribers and shit.
right,
Like
right.
I was researching, like, unfortunately, long form content is not really working right now with a lot of people, and I was researching some of the stuff with how to navigate through the algorithm, and I have to get back on my shorts. But the thing is, I had qualified for monetization, so when I applied, they said, um, yeah, I'm repurposing stuff from other um platforms like uh TikTok and Instagram and all that, and I gotta have more unique content. I'm like, seriously? You tell me to put out the shorts, I'm putting out the shorts, and you're saying it gotta be unique. So I'm like, whatever, bro, whatever. It is what it is, man.
When you follow the rules, you get slapped. When you don't follow the rules, you get slapped. So no matter what, you like it. You yeah. You're always gonna be wrong. I'm trying to operate in this system. I've been
Yeah.
telling my folks for the longest time we need our own platform and our
How
own
FS
method.
Avenger was, but without the lunatics.
Yeah, that plus we also need our own payment processing system.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother one. Like literally, it's amazing because I ain't monetized for shit. I go out here and I get my money, but at the end of the day, I think for individuals like myself and you, bro, it's always gonna be an uphill battle. I skate uphill, real talk.
Oh, I make good money at my job. What I do, this is a fucking hobby,
Right.
and and all I ask for is just give my fucking video a like, or if you don't like it, give it a dislike. I could care less because it's going to help with the algorithm.
Fact.
But it been I came to my attention last week. Hold on, oh, Bitter Truth. Wait, hold on. I'm live. I got some haters out there that hate the section, and they've been showing some of my streams and shit, hating just because I'm associated with certain cats. I'm like, oh, seriously, you want to target my little struggle stream? Like, whatever, bro, whatever. There's just a bunch of fucking haters out here, which I'm thinking about just using this time frame right here late at night. So like, motherfuckers want to come up and chop it up. Don't got no particular message in particular right now, because I just coming from work decompressing. So, oh, my man Bay, salute, good brother, salute, brother Bay.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm laughing.
Oh, what happened?
Dr. Umar's daughter done made a video.
Was she married to? She go with a white man?
No, she just
Oh.
wants, because he don't answer his phone at all. Even though he be giving out his number and everything, he don't answer his phone. We all know that. But
Not King Kong consciousness,
yeah,
where
she wants,
everybody got to be a stepdaddy.
right. So
Okay.
what she wants to know is, where can she find her other siblings? Because she found out that she has other siblings. And he tried to play it off like she wasn't his kid. Now he's saying that she is his kid, and that he wants to sit down with her and her mother. He wants to show them the rundown bandos in Delaware, and then have lunch.
Oh, okay.
Talk it out.
He got kids all around the Chitlin circuit. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
Jerome Shoemaker? Are you saying Lynn and Honor? Lynn and Honor? Well, he's live right now.
Well, he just went off. Well, he should be closing out. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I wonder if Lynn and Honor are going to do a video on that.
That's what guess where I got the information from.
Oh God.
Yeah. And what's her name? She did a video on it. Tasha K and the few other people that hate his freaking guts.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
So, I mean, it's just small potato stuff. The dude, he crashing out. It is what it is.
Well, like Cat Williams said, 2025, everybody's gonna get exposed. So this is gonna be an eventful year. We got the Orange Man going on a rampage, and yeah.
Yeah, this is for the first time that, well, in a minute, he hasn't done anything major, but I see everybody going in on the Democrats, especially Jasmine Crockett. But I think it's funny that like a lot of the Republicans, they want her to be the face of the Democratic Party.
Oh, the one that was twerking in Capitol Hill. But yo, I don't know if you caught the end of Charles Falk, what we were talking about with DJ, the
What
kid
happened?
that was made an honorary Secret Service. He was bullied.
Oh yeah, I
by the
sent you that
rappers.
video.
Oh yeah. And really, the only person that I seen that addressed it was Angry Man, and trying to set something up is going to be me, Charles. I know Nameless probably if he pops in, we all gonna talk about that. That really chapped my ass last night. And I'm like, yo, seriously, dude, you're messing with a 13-year-old boy that had brain and spinal cancer, and that alone of him surviving should be inspiration to every young boy and girl in America, especially us melanated, because just being in this fucking hellhole is stress enough. Growing up as a young black person, and you're going to make fun of this individual, and his idols are someone that wants to protect, and it always seems like that, it's people of a pure heart that gets the most shit. Oh, this is a wicked world we live in, man.
Well, I mean, you see who was making fun of him. It was nothing but black chicks.
Yeah.
It was nothing but black chicks. Because that's what they do. I mean, the corny kid, right? Remember I was the
DJ.
corny kid?
Yeah, DJ from Houston. As DJ something. I gotta pull up his full name.
Are you answering the question? What am I missing?
No. I'm trying to remember his whole name.
Oh, yeah. But remember, what's the name said that at that award show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, when the chick from school tried to interview him, he was like, "Oh, I'm the corny kid, right? Like, remember, I'm the corny kid." You remember when he said that?
Yeah, he's from my city in Newark. He's from Newark.
Yeah. So,
Shout out to Brick City out there. Anybody from Brick City, shout out to you.
No matter what happens to that kid for the rest of his life, that will be the greatest moment of his life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he went and hugged the president of the United States. I mean,
Yeah, and his siblings was there too.
Yeah. I mean, we're adults. We see things differently, but to a kid, that means everything.
Yes.
Whether he was a political tool or not, I don't care. Like, that's why I was saying black folks, the low IQ ones that's always talking all that race hustling crap. In all honesty, deep down, they want a pat on the back from the white man. They want the white man to accept them. That's why they're so angry and bitter and always screaming about racism. They want to be accepted. I mean, why else are they screaming about racism?
Well, like I said before, like a couple pardon me. A couple years ago, and I always say this. Black people don't want liberation. They just want a more compassionate fucking slave master. Like you said, they want a pat on the fucking head.
Right. So here it is.
They want them butter biscuits.
For them, this was that acceptance, that pat on the back, that pat on the head. You's a good boy. I loves you. We accept you. You see all the Republicans were standing up, cheering and clapping. Yeah. I mean, they made a lot of noise for that kid. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
What's up?
I watched it live, right?
Mm-hmm.
And notice how they introduced that young man at the ass end when after the white chick who lost her or the Spanish dude and the white chick that lost their fathers. Long story short, yeah, that was a great moment for that young man, but he was being used. He was being used. And everyone was happy. It was so happy. Just cheering.
But it doesn't matter. Everybody that was there was being used.
Yeah, because it's a political platform, and that's what politicians do. And me and Charles was talking about this last night on a show, and I was saying, all right, let's make the argument that he's a political, like he's being used as political. Of course, that's what politicians do. But at the end of the day, for him and the joy that his father had holding him up there, getting recognition, and it's more about, and this is how I perceived it from what I understood from it. Like, this is more, he conquered cancer. I pray to the Most High that cancer does not come back. I have plenty of people that have unfortunately passed away from that disease, and I pray that he has full recovery and no remission. That was his 15 seconds, and let the young boy enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let him.
No, you're right. You're right.
It ain't got nothing. Look, okay, let me back up because I want to finish my point with what you were saying. You couldn't put him any other place but last, because everybody else that Trump brought, that he pointed the finger to, these were people who suffered tragedies. Their daughters were raped and murdered. by illegals, criminal illegals that the Biden administration sent stipends to, American money to their governments so they could empty out their prisons and intentionally send their worst, their very worst from prisons and insane asylums to America. Used our tax dollars to send them here. The Biden administration did that. They tried to they tried to destroy this country from within. The Democrats did that. So for him to sit there and show these people, the American public plus the Democrats, because I know they knew that these motherfuckers were going to sit on their ass. I mean, think about it. Look at what you actually saw. Every time Trump said something good, the Republicans stood and cheered and clapped. Did they not?
Fact.
Did they not?
Fact. That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact. They did.
Exactly. Meanwhile, the Democrats sat on their ass holding up stupid ass signs. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they cheered for as a collective was the Ukraine situation. Like, are y'all serious? Like, I mean, in all honesty, you're cheering on your slush fund. You're literally, all of you that have just done that, you've committed treason. You just don't know it yet. I mean, well, it hasn't dawned on you yet. But at any rate, that was the closeout moment. That was the best moment of the whole thing. You led with tragedy, and then you ended with triumph. You know what I'm saying? For us as Black people, I'm not mad at that. I don't care if he used the boy as a pawn. The boy don't see it like that. Do you understand? The boy don't see it like that. If he lives, which I really hope he does, full recovery and everything, he's going to go on and do great things. Don't you think so?
I think no matter what, personally, he'll be recognized from now until the day he takes his last breath.
Yeah.
He's the youngest member of the
Secret Service.
Secret Service to ever be nominated. Bro, that child, with all his ailments, has been through hell, right? And now he was recognized by the president, the current seated president, as a member of the Secret Service. That will take him a long way in life. You know what I mean?
And you know, contractor, and we know, like, as grown ass men here, that we have one of the shortest lifespans on earth as African Americans here, and how stress and the burden of you work long ass hours, because while I be listening to you, I do the same fucking thing, and that takes a toll on your body. Imagine as a child, like, you know, that stress and getting picked on, that affects with your self-esteem and your confidence, that affects your immune system, and you know, with the joy, I hope that brings the energy to bring up his immune system. And with the other thing where you're talking about with the political, like, you know, it was used as a pawn. I watch plenty of State of the Union addresses, and with everybody, and this shows how petty this party is. Like, you could look at they're on YouTube. Look at George Bush, Bill Clinton, Obama, all of them when they have they State of the Union, because it's all fair in love and war. If you're a Republican or Democrat and you're on a winning team, you're going to support your leader. But when they have these State of the Unions, and if he's talking on policies that is for your team, of let's say is Obama, you're going to have the Republicans sit, you know, they're going to keep quiet, and Democrats going to get up and clap like seals. But then at the end, when the president points out certain people for recognition, everybody gets up and they applaud those individuals, because
it's respect.
It's respect, and it's not about the policies. He's just recognizing people and is showing respect to them. They're not politicians. That boy is not a politician. That those two the mother and the daughter that lost her sister to that heinous crime, that has nothing to do with Republican politics or Democrat politics. They pointed out, you get up, you clap as a sign of respect. But them being so petty, and I was hoping that I would see something like on Roland Martin or Rashad Ritchie or somebody. I gotta go on Rumble and look at on Don Bongino's thing to see if somebody addressed that, because they have no control. Like they're victims, or they overcame adversities of a certain situation. Common respect, get up, applaud them, boom, sit down. And if the president is saying something that doesn't resonate with your political ideologies, you boo or you keep quiet, and the other ones that resonate with, they're going to get up and clap. But
Well,
that was very childish.
Red pill, sleeper cell. Like I put it to you like this, and after this, I'm gone. What we all witnessed, like the reason why you haven't seen anyone comment on it or any commentary is because it's too hot. What we all witnessed, excuse me, was a bunch of grown ass older folks that did not want to see that changing of the guard. And even though the seated president was pointing out these exceptional people that he chose to point out, they were like, fuck all that. We don't care. They were so disrespectful to not even clap. That should let you know exactly who the vast majority of all of us have been voting for all this goddamn time. But they'll act as though somehow he's still wrong. Well, when that young man's father raised him above his head for the world to see and witness, and then he got that honorary Secret Service title attached to him, everyone clapped, but not them.
Yeah. And,
You did.
And you know what, contractor? And imagine the sleepless nights that father had.
Bro.
Probably wondering, is my baby going to make it through this illness? And
Bro,
5 surgeries.
yeah, like 13 surgeries, and that 15 seconds, and being, meeting the president. And look, I voted for Jill Stein, just to let you know.
Me too.
I voted for Jill Stein. I'm a political agnostic. I vote for who resonate with for my what's the word I'm looking for? The liquor is working already. Yeah, I had a big
she
shot
was the
of,
only one that had reparations on her ticket.
yeah, and I voted for Jill Stein. I digress. For that father and son to be there, and for that, how long they were sitting there during that speech, the escape, the sleepless nights, is my baby gonna make it through this illness? And to get the recognition, if it was phony or not, because that young baby, like, his heart is pure, he's still naive to how the world is for the most part. For him to feel happy and the joy of that father's face that his son was happy, honestly, I don't care if it was a political ploy or not. Just for that little boy to be so happy at that moment, that made my day.
Bro, Trump is a master showman. He is. We all know this. He's been in the media for since the 80s. He's still relevant.
Yeah, I'm from the New York, New Jersey area. During the 80s, him and John Gotti was the most popular people in New York City.
You're
That
fired.
part.
You're
Exactly. For him to recognize that young boy in front of his father, they call it a procedure. It's really surgery, but a procedure. You don't know whether or not your child, flesh of your flesh and blood of your blood, is going to make it through this procedure. To be recognized by the current seated president was every fucking thing. Then to be given an honorary title, that could be everything. That man could close his eyes and die happy knowing his son was, rest happy knowing his son, transition, knowing his son was recognized by the current seated president. And them people, them paper-colored people, and even some of them brown people that were seated on the other side, grimaced.
Oh yeah,
I watched their fate.
And you know what? What's up, International J? And we don't know. this could be the moment that he got that in the future, the Most High willing, if he grow up, he could contribute something to this world. And that was probably the flashpoint right then and there, that spark.
You hear what
Did
that
y'all
is?
see when
go ahead,
he met Trump at the Oval Office?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
With his siblings.
I didn't see that.
Well,
I didn't see
I just seen a small clip with him and his dad. I didn't see the full. I guess I'm sure there's a longer clip, but he went in. He was like, "I just want to give you one more thing," and he went in, gave him a hug. I'm like, boy, I know they had to take everything in Trump to to be like cool that, because if y'all don't know, Trump is a notorious germaphobe, so he's not really. I put it like this: Trump, not only is he a germaphobe, he almost like an old school boomer father. You know, they're not really into all of like the hugs and the emotional stuff. Because if you ever pay attention to Trump, like, you know, he's kind of, how can I say, standoffish when it comes to stuff like that.
Well, in this day and age, if I can just recognize you and give you a hug versus having to kiss a bunch of babies, but I don't know where your mouth been, or that baby mouth been. That ain't that bad in comparison.
My mouth smell like my wife's vagina. What's going on here?
Wait, hold on. Oh, here it is, right here.
Sorry, it's late.
What a good-looking family, huh?
There's one more thing I got for you. Big hug.
Okay, good.
Like, you know.
Very nice. How are you? Nice to see you. Man. Nice to see you. That was a big evening last night, right?
Yes, it was.
It was a big evening.
Yeah, I love this story, man. But you know what's funny about that kid? If y'all pay attention, I know he only 13-year-old, but he even stand like a cop.
Oh yeah. He had his gun on him and everything.
I thought it was cute when, even though the girls was bullying him, I thought it was cute that he had the whole get up. He had the whole get up on.
Got his taser, his gun.
Yeah. I was so up, man. I thought that was so. I was so proud of him. I'm like, look at you, because I mean, we as Black people, we were raised to hate and fear the cops, and it's not like it's unwarranted. But it's a new day and age. You know, you sit up here. I always said, I've been saying this for the longest, since the 90s. Like, you sit up here and complain about the police force. Well, if you have a problem with white cops in your area, then go join the police force, because they're going to stick your black ass back in the ghetto. So therefore, you can patrol your own people. Look at Charles. Charles is a prime example of that. He serves a Baltimore police officer, what, 23 years?
Yeah, like one, he was a world-class wrestler. He was a door knocker, in the words of BGS, for the United States Army. And Charles will be hopping on soon. You know, he's on Charles time.
Yeah.
Charles Faulkner time. He mentored people. He has his own security firm right now.
What is it? Black Light Security? Black Ram?
Black Lion. Black Lion Security.
Okay.
And he has given the opportunity for a lot of young Black male adults, young Black men, to get their permit carry certifications into first aid and everything, and the ability to make money for themselves, and if they got a family, for their family. And he is already given much more, like more than what the average person that be on the net or not on the net bumping their gums about crap. He has helped a lot of people. So if you're listening, Charles, shout out to you.
And I was telling people, I've been telling people for the past year or two. I'm like, look, the police, if you're a young man between the ages of 18 and 35, and you need a job, you know, because I mean, you saw how crime was shutting down businesses all over the United States. I mean, Brandon Johnson said up here yesterday in front of the reporters outside of Congress talking about he's helped black people in Chicago with their businesses. I'm like, nigga, you lost all 4 of your Walmarts because of theft.
And a Target.
Right. You're losing all of your stores, your big name stores, because of theft. What are you talking about? That's why they filed in criminal. They recommended them to have criminal charges filed on them for this whole illegal situation. But I digress.
But let's be for real. That's used as a weapon also. Like, and me and you spoke about this shit when that stuff was happening, Bay. Like, you fall for the fucking trick bag. Like, and I remember when the possibility it was going to pop off in Newark, and I'm at my store, and there was a bunch of people from Arkansas and Missouri that they caught because white instigators that was trying to incite the people there to tear shit up. They found a pallet of fucking bricks dropped off in Newark, and
probably FBI.
Yeah, but
Probably
you know what?
FBI.
What happened gave me faith in my people, because the Bloods and the Crips and the ones that grew up from the after effects of the riots, they didn't tolerate that shit. Like, you had Bloods with pit bulls chasing those Antifa instigators around. The police had to stop them, and they're like, this is not happening in our city, because what happened in Minnesota and all that and all over the country. And this is the first, I said it plenty of times on Bay's channel. The FBI got a fucking profile on the black community. And this is the profile. This is God's honest truth. They said the black community as a whole got the mental capacity of a petulant child. They're very emotional. When something happens, let them get it out of their system, let them tear stuff up, and a week or two later, everything is going to go back to normal. They fucked up Minnesota. They tore up Philadelphia. And what happens? All right, you burn the establishment down. Either, unfortunately, had some people that they couldn't recover, and you know what? Mom and pop shops, they're like, you know what? I'm done. But a lot of people, they have insurance, so they're going to get their money back regardless. And some of them say, you know what? I'm done. I'm not rebuilding. I'm not opening up. And what does that cause? That causes your city to be an economic desert, a food desert. And it's black people there that was employed at those companies, those stores. They're out of a job. And what happens when you have high crime? High unemployment. Crime is going to happen. And what does that do? It brings the property value down. And guess what happened in Minnesota? BlackRock came in and was buying up property, pennies on a freaking dollar. And what's going to happen? They're going to buy off some politician that's going to implement their agenda. They're going to rebuild. You're going to have those white guys with the tripods and the orange reflector vests surveying the land. They're going to gentrify it, and then the property value is going to go way up, and people there that are struggling, working poor, or lower middle class, they can't afford those property taxes going up. Guess what? You're out too.
Yep, that's
how you gentrify an area.
That's how they move you out. But to finish my point, I was telling you was listening. I told these dudes between 18 and 35, you broke, you need a job, join the military or join the police force. They're hiring. Pick one. Especially if you're better off joining the military, because at least you get those government benefits, and you're not on the streets as much. Especially now, at least for the past 2 years, we didn't have boots on the ground anywhere. And with Trump in office, we're definitely, hopefully, there's a 99% chance that there won't be boots on the ground anywhere else. You do a nice 4-year contract and get the hell out. Make sure you go there, get you an education, use the military for your education, go to school, come out with a degree, be it trucking, electrical, whatever you can handle. And then when you come out, you'll have those benefits, forever government benefits, and you can get you a job. People will probably hire you because you're a veteran, especially if you're highly ranked. You apply yourself, you'll be all right. You should be set for life. You should be set for life, or as long as possible. But you can lead a horse to water and then just sit back and see what it does.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I got into a whole verbal argument with someone a little while ago. I agree with you. As far as police force or military, but I think there needs to be a stronger push for more of us to become doctors, lawyers, bankers, especially bankers, getting into banking.
That's why you go to the military, and you go to school through the military. They'll pay for your schooling.
Yeah.
They'll pay for your schooling.
Well, the person I got into a debate with over it, their whole thing was, well, we got the guns now. I'm like, no, it doesn't matter if you can't buy bullets. When it comes down
now, because
That's
Was this the smooth brain contractor?
AR-15.
well,
Hey,
that's what they said. Yeah, well, yeah, we got the guns now. No, you need money to buy the bullets, though. If you still got to buy the bullets, then you SOL. At the end of the day,
people that make these things, I'm more powerful than them. Really now.
well,
I'm sorry for pointing out the hypocrisy of that statement that they said to you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know, but at the end of the day, the bankers are the ones that sign them, loan agreements. So why not have more of us move into banking? But as far as a path forward, that's a great path forward. Most of my family's military. I didn't join, but I still ended up overseas any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, even though
Germany.
no, Afghanistan. I was in Afghanistan, Host Province, Afghanistan. 5905 Gardez, and Bagram was a bitch. But I was working with government contractor.
Okay.
For the DoD.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Long story short, once I saw how the system ran, I'm like, so all it takes is a contract to get this? Oh, okay. And then I made my way. But the military is a good way. Once you get out, hell yeah, you can always apply for those jobs, and boom, you're gonna be like the first person on the list. Police work, that's another good way, because you also have security. You don't just have security like Walmart, the guy standing by the door. Nah. You have PTSD. I'm sorry, personal security detachment, where you are guarding people and you're allowed to carry certain devices that spit lead out. It varies. Like, yo, there's a there you go. There's a whole world out there of options, and the military or police force, yeah, that would definitely put you right where you need to be. But don't stop it there, because once you get that experience and you shake hands with the right people, you can also start bidding on contracts, because it's not about what you know. It's about who you know and who know you in that world.
Well,
in that realm.
I yesterday, one of my buddies that always come in shopping at my store, he's a former Marine also, and he asked me if I want to join the Mofford Marine Association for New York City. I was like, hell yeah. And it's a great networking thing. Is plenty of people with all facets of society. You got people that wear 3-piece suits, and really that's the uniform for the people that, like, that's where the real battlefield at, like you said, in finance and all that. They're not in some godforsaken land. They headquarters in some tall skyscraper, making decisions that's going to affect all of us. So I'm about networking. So hell yeah, I totally agree with you, brother.
No, that right, what you said is a whole fact. Like, once you peer behind that curtain and get behind the scenes, you might have a ex Delta guy or ex whatever that built a business and they need your support for logistics, so on and so forth. And bro, it is so much money involved in that. It ain't even funny. But we'll chop it up. I'll put my info in a private chat where you can holler at me or whatever. But we'll
Okay.
chop it up about that. Like there's a how can I put it? There's a major opportunity that I just struck because Trump's in office now, and it's going to be a bunch of businesses. And being as though you have a store already set up, why can't you be part of the group that runs the PX here and abroad? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So logistics is a real thing, bro. It's a real thing. It runs the goddamn world. And you can get your foot in the door with that. You ain't got to be like on base the same way I was on base. Just be there shipping enough product or be at your laptop shipping enough product to your PX location. And you're straight. And you ain't got to worry about nothing no more. But I'm going to drop down. But before I
Wait,
do,
hey, contractor, before you do, thank you for coming up. Thank you for contributing. I like your content. Thank you for coming up, supporting the channel. I appreciate everything you do, and I'm going to have to unsubscribe from you and resubscribe and hit the bell so I get the notifications whenever you come up. I'll be supporting your stream,
Send
or
me
if I
a
catch you on a replay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
send me a
likewise, bro.
link.
And
Likewise.
peace and prosperity to you, brother.
Send me a link to his channel. It was a pleasure talking to you, bro.
You too, bro. You too. Like the next move, the next big move, you got to be operating in your proper capacity for America. That's what Trump's really getting back to. Be in business. If I want some steak, I got to trade you 3 ducks. That's the way things were. That's what it's going back to. You got to be in business. If you're not in business with America, then you might be in business against them, and they will hold that against you when it comes time to tax your ass. So ain't nobody got no more, and ain't nobody got more money than the government. Let's call it what it is. They print it. So if you're in business with them, you stand a better chance of making money and staying out of the way of the IRS and so on and so forth. Because my benefactor is the government. Now holler at them. The people that pay me, government, holler at them. Check
I
their
made you
books.
a moderator, so you could put your link in the chat. So if somebody is not subscribed to you, they could subscribe to you. I gave you a wrench, so pimp your channel out.
Okay, we'll do. I'll put the info the info in the private chat, and we can chop it up behind the scenes. Because I got some things I can't touch right now, but there's some things I can definitely hand over to you, and it don't hurt me to do it, bro. Straight up.
I appreciate it, and thank you so much. Peace and prosperity, brother.
Yes, sir.
I posted the link to your channel. If anybody's here that is not subscribed to him, please subscribe to him. Give him a chance. If you like his stuff, stay subscribed and give him a like on all his videos. It helps the brother out. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother.
I got you, kinfolk. I just posted my phone number. If you need me, call me. I got you. My thing is the whole government contracting thing, plus larger big box brands contracting. And once you get that, you can pretty much go anywhere. It's cool. You know what I mean? But y'all brothers have a great night. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Be prosperous, and get your money and keep pushing this content, because whether you know it or not, Red Pill Sleeper Cell, bro, you are integral to the whole damn thing. It's the smaller channels that make everything happen, dog. And I appreciate you. I listen to your stuff. I'll be listening. I'm a fan. I'm straight up. But
I
y'all be
appreciate
easy,
it.
man.
And I'm a fan of yours too.
All right. Peace, brothers.
Peace and prosperity.
Peace.
What's up, International J? What's up, Detroit?
What's going on, brothers? Just coming to kick it for a little while. So y'all ain't gonna have me up here at 3 a.m. this time.
Oh yeah.
Me neither. I ain't gonna be here that long.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Charles to come on. You know, Charles is on Charles time.
You know how it is. You know how it is. Shit, I watched the latest episode of Invincible today.
How was it?
It was brutal as hell. Like, god damn.
Yeah,
I don't say, I
came back.
don't know. I don't know, man. You much older than me, bitter truth. When you get older, is it just that when you get older, shit start getting like a little, how can I say, gruesome to you?
Gruesome?
Because like, give you an example. So like when I was like in my teens and 20s, I could watch like some really gory stuff and it wouldn't affect me at all. But I find as I'm getting older, I'm kind of like, oh, whoa.
I can tell you this because I'm desensitized because I watch a lot of like real life violent content.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I posted on my Patreon. You know, I be seeing the real life stuff, and I mean, even I be kind of wincing away because it's not fake violence. We know the difference between fake violence and real violence. You know,
Hollywood special effects.
yeah, I mean, you know, especially like animation and all that stuff. We know it was garbage. That's why we could sit there and watch The Punisher and be like, "Oh man, he messed him up," without blinking. But we watch some real stuff, real life violence. You know, like
That's what I'm saying. I'm noticing myself.
Pause for a moment. Pause. That's the contractor's link to his channel. Okay, everybody, give this brother a subscribe. Give him a chance. If you like it, stay subscribed. If not, you know, is your choice. So, I mean, we do not own the viewers. We rent you. So, give the brother a chance. My bad.
No, you
Go ahead.
good. You good. But you know, like Lewis, remember I showed you the video of the girl getting beat with the 2x4?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I could only watch but so much of that, but I had to force myself to watch it all to see exactly how it played out. But it was gut wrenching because you know that this is a real person going through real pain, you know, and you know, only like what they say, only a lunatic wants to see a skull crushed. And I didn't want to see her die from that or convulse into seizures or anything like that. But remember we watched that video with the soldiers in the minefield?
Oh yeah, I was looking at some stuff today on Telegram with the Ukrainian and the Russian contractors Wagner with their little highlight films.
Oh God, that stuff. I mean, I had to make jokes and laugh about it because I couldn't stomach to see it. I had to find a way to cope with it. You know, I had to find a way to cope with it. It was a very painful video to watch. You notice we never did that again.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I never brought it up.
I be getting my 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 gruesome porn on. I be going on Telegram every day looking at stuff. Like, all right, I traumatize my brain enough for today, and then I go to some other stuff.
Right. So yeah, brother, trust me, when you get older, I mean, even though you try to desensitize yourself, unless you're psychotic, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
But I just noticed that this year because I'm like, even so, the stuff that we talking about right now with the 13-year-old kid with the brain cancer thing, like 20-year-old me would be like, "Oh, you soft motherfucker."
Good Lord.
Now I'm like, oh, this warms my heart.
Well, you got,
he survived. Oh man.
You know what it is? As you get older, you regain more of your humanity.
There you go.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You get wiser. The older you get, the more wiser you get.
And I'm also wondering, does
Supposedly.
testosterone play a part as well? Can you think about it, like the life cycle of men, right? Of a man, rather. You know, when you're younger, you know, you're a lot more testosterone filled. That's why, you know, front lines and stuff like that is usually composed of, you know, 18, 19, 20 something year olds versus, you know, 30, 40, 50 year olds. You know what I mean? Like you know, you could think about it like of your energy, how the way your energy was in your late teens and 20s, 40s, you know, and stuff like that. You're a lot more peaceful normally when you get older.
Well,
Whereas when you're younger, you're like, okay, shit, I kind of wish something would pop off type.
yeah, well, you know, once you hit puberty, that switch flips on you, and 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 the genetic programming going into you, like you got that uncontrollable urge to replicate yourself, and also your aggressiveness gets very activated real highly. So you're establishing yourself in the pecking order of human society. So that's very
Lewis, I'm not gonna lie. That first one you mentioned has not went away yet.
That'll never
well.
go away. Just so you know, that drive will never go away.
I'm trying to, you know, not to big up my ancestors or anything, but I think there's something special with ancestral bloodline because, you know, I do have, you know, both of my grandfathers were getting it in well into their 70s. You know what I'm saying?
God bless their soul. God bless them.
Whereas I know some other guys that age where like they sex life had ended years ago, decades before, you know. So me and my cousins always joke, like, man, what they put in our blood, man. God damn.
Yeah.
You know what it is? You get to once you get a certain age, you stop chasing it. Chris Rock was right. You get to a certain age, you stop. It's not that you don't want it, you just stop chasing it. Because it becomes so less important because of, you know, testosterone dropping. But yeah, when the older you get, the more mellow you get. Depending on what type of life you live, you might get jaded. You know, I know I'm the get off my lawn type of guy. But I try not to be evil. Am I making sense?
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
you. I get you. But I'm excited. Bitter Truth, can I call you that? What do you prefer to me to call you?
It doesn't matter. I mean,
because you have, well, we all changed monikers, I guess.
Yeah. YouTube did me dirty, so
I'm excited about Africa, man. I got a lot of stuff that's coming down the pipeline as far as that. So I'm excited. I'm about to have a little fun in Colombia and Thailand, and then I'm gonna be going back to
Don't
Africa.
get scopolamine.
hold on, wait. What's your name?
Which one?
What's
My government
original initials?
JV.
JD.
V is in victory.
Oh, okay. I don't see your permissions. Oh, okay. All right. Here, let me sign your slip. All right. You have fun, and like we's about to say, careful of scopolamine. If you see two chicks acting like they want to party with you, yeah. The trick is don't drink your drink. Don't drink your drink. And if you hear a knock on the door, I'm telling you right now, it's because you didn't drink your drink. So the robbers are coming through with the shotguns. The bitch will sit because the bitches will be setting you up. Either if you don't drink the drink, they'll text. Dude will come knocking on the door, and 6, 7 niggas with shotguns and machetes will be coming through. Just so you know.
You know, I've never had any issues. I don't know what it is, man. I'm just something in my personality is like I've always been a like a natural born security guard. So I'm like one of those people, like no matter how hard you try, like you can't sneak up on me, you can't startle me. You know, like I remember one time in New Orleans for Mardi Gras, my cousins snuck up on my little brother and spooked him. But I seen these dudes coming from like 8 blocks away. Like I'm out, like I don't know, it's just a natural personality trait. Like I'm always scanning the crowd, and it's
Too
just
much
like
eye
automatic.
contact.
Hmm?
It was too much eye contact.
No, I'm just saying I'm always kind of observing, you know.
No, I mean with your cousin, when you saw them 8 blocks away, did you make eye contact before they even got up on y'all?
Oh, I'm not sure. That's a good question. I'm not sure. I know I was watching them.
Eyes will always give it away.
I was watching them.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let me go
Nah,
ahead.
you good. You good. So yeah. I mean, that doesn't mean it can't happen to me, but I'm just saying I'm always on the swivel, even when I'm in safe places like Malaysia and Ghana and places where stuff don't really pop off like that. I just be observing, man. So what's going down, Lewis?
Oh no, well, it was a fight at my store today. Um,
Oh yeah.
a broad was popping off at this African dude, and you know how African men are. He
Oh
hauled
yeah.
off and slapped her, and then I don't know if it was her boyfriend or husband, whoever, then wants to jump in and had a fucking fight and shit. I'm like, how come you couldn't control your girl from the beginning so this wouldn't transpire?
Right. Control your bro, man. We wouldn't have that problem. We would not have that problem at all. That's crazy.
What's up, Ray Hama? How you doing, good brother?
So you work for like a grocery store?
Yeah, supermarket chain. I'm a store manager there.
Oh, okay.
I run the operations during the evening shift.
Yeah. I did a few GM jobs. Not at a grocery store, but mainly restaurants.
Okay.
I don't miss it. It was a cool experience though, but
I had worked for a restaurant I was the kitchen manager for. So I know how restaurants are.
yeah, my biggest thing is well, I'll say this, like if you work in different industries, you'll kind of notice like the different levels of professionalism based on the type of you know business that you manage, you know. Like there's a big difference between managing a team for like the government or let's say a corporation that's like in finance or something like that versus like a restaurant or a grocery chain or you know.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, one of the biggest obstacles, like I'm in the inner city, so it's like you have a lot of individuals that one, you're gonna have the group of people that is in school, like their junior, senior year in high school. They're working, grinding, so they could pay for their prom and get some nice gear and clothes so they could peacock. That's one of the parts of human nature. We all been through it,
Mhm.
so they could be cool. Also, they learn a responsibility. But unfortunately, in my area where I work at, you have some people that's like 50 and 60 years old, and this is their first or second job because they made bad choices early on in life, and now their reality hits them and they're paying for it. So And then you just got people that low skilled, low education, and these are the only jobs that they could get. So it's like it is what it is.
Yep.
Like Bay, he worked in hospitality a long time. He knows how that shit is.
Yeah, I worked in hospitality for like 10 years at least.
Okay.
So hotels, restaurants, um, and stuff that's similar. So like that's one business I worked for was like an upscale movie theater.
Mhm.
So we had food runners and servers. It's kind of different, but it's kind of that same space almost. That's like a restaurant.
Yeah. So are you in South America right now, or are you in Africa?
Neither. I'm in the U.S. right now.
Oh, you stateside? Okay, okay.
But I will be leaving soon, just this month. So,
As a matter of fact, I gotta call my boy on WhatsApp. This is like his fourth month. He moved to Thailand. He's
oh, nice.
teaching English. Yeah, he's teaching English. Um, I gotta call him, see how he's doing. And the thing is, when you go somewhere else, and then when you come back to this effery, it's like, why did I come here?
Yeah,
And
I mean, it's for me, it's like 50-50. So it's like, okay, I know I don't want to be here, but I do. One thing you do is see the gaps in other country compared to this country. So it's like, okay, there's a lot of stuff we do get right, but ultimately, do I want to live here and raise my family here? Hell no. Um, but there are like gaps that you get to see in terms of customer service, infrastructure, and stuff like that.
oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, I pretty much been off and on since the end of the third quarter of this year. Like I'll go Colombia for let's say a month or two, and come back for like a couple weeks in the States, like holiday time. And so I think what I'll probably do is be in Colombia like 3 months out of the year, and Africa and anywhere else for the rest of the year. That way, so the plan is, and this might sound funny, but the plan is like during football season, I'll be in Colombia. That way, if I want to go to a game, I can easily, fly like only a couple hours flight in a much cheaper flight than coming from Asia or Africa. You know what I mean? And so use those, pretty much like November, October, December time of the year, kind of around that time to handle any business that I need to handle.
Why not just live in the United States during football season?
Nah, I'd rather be out and just because think about it, like I might just go for like one game or something like that, or like two games. So, why reduce myself to be here for such a long amount of time for 3 months out the year when I might take a weekend trip or something, or like a week trip,
Oh, guess what? We were talking about video games yet last night. Guess who's coming back?
Who's that?
Acclaim.
Who?
Acclaim, the studio.
Oh, Acclaim. Oh, okay. What are they supposed to be releasing first?
Hold on.
What are they developing? Right there.
They're gonna be doing indie games because you know, the Burnout, Turok, and NBA Jam, they sold those IPs away. So they're gonna be working on some new indies and some of their other franchise titles.
Okay. I'm about to say I haven't played in Acclaim games in a long time.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm trying to
hey.
remember what they were known for. I mean, their logo comes to my mind immediately when you say it, but I just can't think of what their top games were, to be honest.
Turok, Burnout, NBA Jam.
Okay. Yeah, NBA Jam, because I have NBA Jam on my I was playing that a few weeks ago. Dude, NBA Jam be cheating like a mug, boy. I'm not gonna lie. Cause as an adult, I'm like, the games really were cheating us kids.
And for you PlayStation fanboys, the whole Gears of War collection gonna be coming up over to PlayStation soon.
Oh, nice. Even though, as much as I love Gears of War, to me the multiplayer is always just bread and butter.
Oh yeah, the co-op. The co-op. Just playing the game together like what was that game where one person hold the shield and the other person has the gun? Um was it called 2? It
That
was for
sounds
the
like
3.
the most
What's it called?
different
Army?
I've ever heard.
Army of 2.
Are
Army of
you
2.
serious?
That's what it was.
That shit sounds crazily difficult.
What?
Oh, pretty
Y'all control the shield while you control the gun.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I wonder if the sales on. Well, then again, that was back
Yeah,
then.
Rayhama, Jesse spoke about Invincible. Do you want to go more into it, Jesse?
well. I'm a big I'm a big proponent against spoilers, so I'll just say spoiler alert. The storyline for the episode of today was I can't remember the character.
Don't say nothing. I haven't seen it yet.
What haven't you seen yet? Huh?
Well, if you haven't seen Invincible, mute yourself for like 20 seconds. Attention, if you haven't seen Invincible, you might want to step away for about 20 seconds. But anyway, the episode pretty much Levy came back. It was revealed. And so he's that's why I say this episode was gruesome, because they show you a flashback from last season where we thought Mark killed Levy, and this dude's face was like a puddle, like his face was totally dismantled, and he went into a portal to some dimension and had these robot guys fix him up, and so he actually finds marks from other dimension to attack Earth to lure Mark. And so that was the major plot point for this episode. And it's gruesome. You're gonna see a lot of people get killed this episode. So yeah.
All right, spoiler alert is over. Y'all come back in.
Yeah.
Rayhama or
Spoiler alert is over. Spoiler alert is over. But it was fire, man. I was like a kid on a roller coaster ride. Ooh, ah.
what's up, AL?
What's good, plus? What's good?
How you doing, good brother?
Shit. Suffer from this goddamn insomnia. Shit, been having to smoke this herb just so I can get some fucking sleep, over fucking smoke. So shit, I feel like I've been asleep for like 15 hours straight. Got that good weed.
Okay, okay.
It works good. A little too good. So I'm gonna have to cut back some kind of way. As young as I used to be.
Hey, Bay.
Hey, somebody's paging you.
You're probably doing something.
In front of the class.
Because
Hey, me, Dr. Bay.
StreamYard, they're doing a lot of betas on stuff here. Yesterday they had beta with doing stuff with your layouts, and before that they had the beta where you could with the AI to make shorts. So I guess they're gonna be rolling this out pretty soon. I guess they're testing things out with all the people so they could give feedback. So pretty soon, you StreamYard gonna have you they make all the shorts for you with your videos.
So how they letting all that extra revenue go out the damn window? They see what's going on. Everybody's doing your shorts from YouTube, your shorts from TikTok. Shit, they want in on that action too.
Oh yeah.
And you see, they already got the broadband group, interactive chat thing sold up. They might as well sell it up. That's a smart move. Just hopefully, like y'all said, they can work out all the kinks and whatnot, and y'all give them back good feedback that they can work with. What's this I'm looking at on the screen? Oh,
That was the young boy that was
yeah, I see from last night.
yeah.
He got initiated as an honorable FBI Secret Service man.
Yeah.
He's a G man now. He's a G man.
Yeah. The young man has achieved certain things that a lot of people can't even achieve in a lifetime. Salute to the good brother.
But you had them raggedy ass hoes probably probably somewhere down in Houston, just being ratchet, just want to dance all over. That was insane.
Ugh. Where the fuck Charles at? He's supposed to have been coming up. But we know Charles is on Charles Faulkner time.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Somebody did something. A video on it. He beat cancer. Democrats wouldn't clap.
Mm-hmm. That's why everybody's living. How y'all go sit down on an innocent child? You know what I'm saying? Politics is one thing, but everybody know the rules in life. You don't mess with children. You don't mess with the elderly. And if anything, one of those two go through something and accomplish and overcome, you supposed to salute that. You're supposed to applaud that. You're not supposed, I don't care what your differences are, you're not supposed to sit there on your ass and act like you still butthurt over November. Hell, you lost. It is what it is. Take it like a man and like a woman and get over it. Move on. But I don't know. They're really showing us their true colors. See, this is how come you're going to never be able to recover. You might not get this shit back to 2032.
Oh, I'll be back. I'm watching Invincible.
Oh. Shame on you.
Hilarious.
Where you at, Andre?
Shit, that boy been like a groundhog lately. He been hiding. It's kind of been refreshing. Shit.
Yeah.
Don't say his name 2 more times. He might pop up. Goddamn it! Don't do it.
Andre, he probably watching Chaos Reign because he's live streaming right now too. Oh man. So how did your day go, Al? Besides the insomnia?
I Did what I had to do, accomplished what I had to accomplish. So I'm content. No complaints. It's hard trying to stay out this damn endangered species list. I don't know what
What
y'all
was
think.
that?
I say it's hard to stay out this damn endangered species list. I don't know what tactics y'all brothers be using. Shit, I just try to do the best I can.
Man, I'm treading water myself, bro.
I remember my 13th birthday like it was yesterday. My granddaddy came in there and set me down and gave me that hard truth. Shit. I've been in asshole mode ever since, like my friends say. You're an asshole. Yeah, but I'm a live asshole. I don't play with you, big bro. Everything's
Yeah.
not hunky and giddy and full of peppermint patties and lollipops. Shit. You son, do you not know you are on a endangered species? And then when I tell them, they sober up real quick when they start thinking. I say, yeah, you're supposed to think about everything in life. Shit. You're not supposed to go through your life like a female, willy-nilly. They mean us gentlemen of this hue, of this race, of our clan, no fucking good. This society. They've already declared emotional, mental, and physical war on us, period, point blank.
Like your boy said in The Godfather, women and children can be careless, but not men.
That's right. That is absolutely right. I used to sit down with my granddad. We used to watch those Godfather marathons in November, December, in the 007. And I used to ask my granddad said, Granddaddy, why you always watch these same sets of movies over and over when you watch movies? Because I watch them for the lessons, not for something to entertain me. I look for lessons in movies that mean something. And it's always got something to teach if you just pay attention. I start looking for the clues like him, and he start breaking it down and telling me this and telling me that. That's why I start using my third eye, as he would say. You got to use your third eye, son.
You mean this right here? Wait, let's see. Screen.
Martini will move against you first. He'll set up a meeting with someone that you absolutely trust. Guaranteeing you safety. And at that meeting, you'll be assassinated. I like to drink wine more than I used to. Anyway, I'm drinking more.
It's good for you, Bob.
I don't know. Your wife and children, are you happy with them?
Very happy.
That's good. I hope you don't mind the way I keep going over this Bassini business.
No, not at all.
It's an old habit. I spend my life trying not to be careless. Women and children can be careless, but not men.
Absolutely right. He's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Not a lie there told. No lie spoken there whatsoever. But but you look at what you looked at last night. That was just disgusting. I'm like, so this is you just go be a partisan asshole over everything because you butthurt that you took a L. And you butthurt you took a L in 16. Really, you butthurt you took a L in 16. You didn't like it. So you've been holding mental grudges the whole time, the whole way. Think about this, gentlemen. Did he drop a nuclear bomb his first 4 years in office? No. Did we lose any parts of our 50 state union during the term of his first administration? No. If he didn't do any of those two things, and he kept us alive and kept us afloat and out of harm's way, what would make you think he wouldn't try to do the same thing this go around?
Well, if COVID didn't happen, we would have had 2 straight terms of Trump.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Even though his first tour he was on Captain, I'm gonna bump my chest all up and down and talk crazy to everybody. He was still in it for the country. Even though every day somebody was saying something about he's narcissistic, he's crazy, he's this, he's that, and the third, he was still about the business of being about for the country. And you can't knock that on him. You can't put that knock on him, and you can't put him down for that. Hell, if the Democrats had any sense, they take a step back, close their mouth, open up their ears, and pay attention and look at his actions and how he's conducting himself. If you can't see a totally transformed man right about now, something is wrong with you. You just bitter and butthurt. This man damn near survived the assassination attempt, had a portion of his ear blown off his head. A couple more inches the other way, he would have been dead. And we all know it. Sometimes a near-death experience will sober up an asshole. That asshole has been sobered up.
Yeah.
They just don't like the fact he's going full bore throttle at everything and tackling everything that they want to still keep us status quo on the hush hush. No, it's not status quo as usual. It's high time this shit need to be taken care of in the first place.
So what you over there drinking, Lewis?
I have Woodford Reserve, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Sure hope you cutting that with some good old water.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I wind down every night when I get home from work.
And you know what's funny? When I'm overseas, I be feeling like an ambassador for Black Americans.
Oh.
So like what I do is
Ketos Nation.
Yep. What I do is like if it's an important person, I know they like liquor from overseas, I got to bring them some Black American whiskey. You know what I'm saying? Got to bring them some. Either got to bring them a bottle of Uncle Nearest,
Johnny
or
Walker.
No, even though technically it was the recipe was created by a Black American. Well, I'm thinking about Jack Daniels, but if they like bourbon, I'll bring them some Sable bourbon, which is owned by some of the actors from The Best Man. And if they like whiskey, I'll bring them some Uncle Nearest, which is owned by some ADOS Black women.
Okay.
If they ever get into some brandy, I want you
I'll be like, yo, so this is some Black owned and Black created, Black American owned liquor company. So let me know how you like it. And people enjoy it, bring it through customs, get that duty free before I leave the airport, and boom.
Have you ever tried?
I'm an ADOS cultural ambassador.
Have you ever tried that brandy called Panther? It's got a panther wrapped around the bottle. It's a cognac, man. It's
What's it called?
it's a black-owned company. I used to drink it from 16 to damn near 21, like it was nothing. I used to keep a bottle a week and a half. They got
Hold on. What is it called? I didn't hear you.
damn. I drink it. I got pictures of it. It's got a panther wrapped around the bottle. It's like a teardrop like bottle. And it comes in black, comes in clear.
What type of what
It's
type
brand.
of alcohol is it? Brandy?
It's-
Okay.
It's
Okay.
brand.
Got it.
It's a cognac.
Which I don't even drink like I used to, but you know, I like a nice drink every now and then.
Let's see. No action out here. Yeah. Been a slow night. Quiet on YouTube.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Yeah, I was looking. I seen that AB was on, but looked like he was mainly doing a lot of going over a lot of video playing and stuff. So
Yeah, it was ramping up at my job. I wanted to catch him. I'm gonna catch him on a replay when I'm going to work tomorrow. I'm gonna listen to his stream. And also
okay.
Mr. Z was going ham as usual.
Yeah, I started
Yeah.
up on ABs, and when I seen Zeke popped on, I seen what AB was talking about. I said, we covered that last night. I was there for that last night. He's just trying to catch up people on what they missed. I seen Z was on. I said, let me go over there and listen to him. I started listening. They were right back to sleep. I said, we got me again, boy.
That's funny. So you was knocked out, huh?
My smoking is too strong. One to deal with my insomnia that I always had. I mean, I always had. And two, for the fact
Does
I
that come from driving?
no, not from driving. This I've been this way ever since I was a kid. My grandparents used to, watch the news religiously. Well, my grandfather used to truck over the road all the time, and when he'd leave and go out 3, 4, 6 weeks at a time, it'd be me and my grandmother and the other grandchildren at the house. And I was the oldest. My grandmother didn't like being alone a lot, and I mean, she knew if if me or her were up, she was fine. Somebody had to be up with her when she was studying, trying to graduate from the University of Texas. She would always keep the news on, and she would keep it on so loud she didn't know she was annoying me, but I couldn't tell my grandmother you're annoying me. So I would get worried about it. So I get up and be up watching the news with her all night long and this and that, and asking questions. What's this? What's that? Because nobody else in the family, like they see the news, they go running like, oh Lord, they watching the news. I'll go and I'll sit down with them and I start asking questions. Granted,
You-
Grandma, why we always watching the news? To decipher the truth from the lies, son. To decipher the truth from the lies. I said, well,
Well,
if they lying all the time, why do we watch it? I said we need to understand where they're coming from, so when they come at us with the lies, we can defeat it. We will be able to say, no, that's not true. You fed us a load of horse shit on this matter, this, that, and the third. You always have to pay attention. People that don't pay attention go through life like zombies. That's what she told me. They go through life like zombies and they don't care about this, that, and the third. She said you're supposed to care about how your government treats you and what they're trying to do to you. You're always supposed to study. So I've always been like this. So
well, as a child, I used to watch Face the Nation.
yeah, all that. Or see, no, Sunday, CBS, Sunday morning. What was
Yeah,
that show? Yeah, but right,
Face the
right after
Nation.
that. Okay, yeah. You had Face the Nation, and you had the other one on NBC with that Tim Russell. God rest his soul.
You
He
mean
was
Meet the
good.
Press?
He's depressed. Yeah, he was good. I miss him. He was so good. He called balls and strikes down the middle. You weren't gonna sway him this way or that way. He didn't fall for the okie doke. I respect that.
Yeah, hardcore Buffalo Bills fan.
Oh yeah. Him and old boy from ESPN, Chris Burke, and they love them goddamn Buffalo Bills. No matter what. I had a guard uncle who played for them too. Roosevelt Leaks, he played fullback. Back.
Yeah, like my mother was the same way too. My stepmother,
Mm-hmm.
she loved her evening time soap operas like Dynasty, Falcon Crest, Dallas. Oh yeah, yeah. I was forced to watch that, and for some reason I like the J.R. Ewing, but I digress. But always watch the news, always, and that's how I got into it. So, and back then, for the most part, you had things that was called down the middle. Now it's just all propaganda.
Oh man, straight man. If I said one time, I said Tom Brokaw, Dan Rather, and Ed Brinkley could see how news is now. I swear to God, and Walter Cronkite, I swear to God, they would be rolling over in their graves right now. Like,
What was the white man that was on PBS? He used to interview a lot of people.
what was
Um,
McNally? Damn, what was that show? I know the show you're talking about. He's out the tip of my tongue.
I used to watch his show. Oh
I know the theme jingle of that show is in my head right
yeah,
now. Dun, 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 dun.
yeah.
He was a good one too. He called balls and strikes dead down the middle too, with a monotone voice. Didn't get emotional or nothing. He just gave it to you exactly how it is. I used to listen to Democracy Now! When I used to run sand and gravel for like a 10-year stretch every morning, like clock on 12 noon. I had my radio stations pre-programmed and for nothing but news. And then I had homeboys that come and ride with me from time to time. They just, man, let me see what you do and this and that third. But after 2 or 3 loads, man, you got to drop me off. Is this all you listen to all day is the news? I said, yep. I said, it keeps me focused. He said, yo, why you don't listen to no music? I said, man, who listens to trash? Nowadays, all the music is trash and garbage. It ain't saying, and then on top of that, if you listen to it for too long, it'll start to put you to sleep. I say, dude, when I'm driving and shifting these gears and listening to that news, I'm focused on the sound of my engine, my transmission, my rear ends, my drive line, my 18 wheels, and I can hear everything. I know on top of that, I'm staying focused and I'm listening to the lives. I said, dude, you don't have to be in this truck. I do this every day by myself. You're not gonna come in and change my routine. You get in, sit down, shut up, and hang the fuck on. Them are my rules. Yeah, they used to trip them boys. And man, they come back telling every dollar, man, y'all know all this nigga do is listen to the news. I'm like, he think he's some kind of mental nerd or something. I say, yeah, bro, I think about shit. I say, I just don't go through life thinking about the next piece of pussy that I can acquire.
Yeah, man. And there was another one I used to watch. Um, PBS. NewsHour and Frontline.
Frontline
That
was good. They used to do like 45, 50-minute little documentary sessions on
oh
something
yeah.
that meant something about something. Oh, it was super pertinent to what was
Well,
going on.
they should be coming out with the Trump Part 2. because they do the documentaries on how the president became president. I love those documentaries.
I used to be so hung up on the LBJ, the Kennedy and LBJ years. Like I always studying, always researching. That's what I mean. In the beginning, you couldn't tell me nothing bad about Lyndon Baines Johnson. Now, fuck Lyndon Baines Johnson. More and more you
You know, it's
study.
yeah,
Go
an
ahead.
interesting part. You know, in history, John F. Kennedy's vice president, but years before then, LBJ participated in a primary, and JFK's father.
Sabotage.
No, he didn't sabotage him. He was basically trying to give him money to put JFK on his ticket. I mean,
Yeah, if he would be JFK, because think about it, he really didn't care for the Kennedys. He really didn't. And when he lost that primary to them in that DNC, see who's gonna become the nominee to run for president. When he lost that primary to Kennedy, it really hurt him. It pissed him off. It hurt him to his core. And he did not. He had to do some serious soul searching for 48 hours to come to the grips and realization this isn't about you, about me being, i.e., LBJ, me, that narcissistic SOB that I am. It's not about me. If I'm what I say I am, I'm about my country's business, and doing what I need to. Even though he was a dirty, underhanded son of a bitch, he was about his country and his country's business. So he put aside his bit of narcissism, his bit of pride, and said, "Guess what? All right, I'll be your vice president." Because if you think about it, at the time when he was in office, before he was running to be president, he was the most powerful man in Washington. Everybody kissed the ring and bowed down to LBJ. Lyndon
And
Baines Johnson had muscle.
And LBJ back in the day, he ran guns and stuff to the Israelis when they were taking over Israel. Back then. Look up research LBJ in Israel.
what was I gonna say? So AL.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's go for everybody, but they talk about how LBJ and what's his name? Let's see. Oh yeah, LBJ and Hubert Humphrey struck a deal like years before they got into the White House, right? It's like if you run, I'll be your vice president, and if I run, you be my vice president, basically. Because the idea was, you know, Hubert Humphrey was a big liberal.
Yeah, and he controlled the North. He was out of Minnesota.
So the idea was like for either of them to get elected, they would need, you know, one Hubert would need a conservative to help get elected, and LBJ would need a liberal to help get him elected. You know, whichever way it went.
Yeah, vice
You know, they
versa.
would need each other. Yeah.
LBJ was the liberal and Humphrey was the conservative. But they were both
Talk about it in the books of how he kind of allied himself with Hubert Humphreys because he needed that liberal vote to kind of flip in certain situations. But you're right about that. I think LBJ was probably the single most powerful senator ever. They really break that down in the series that I always mention. You know, when he was a senator, At one point, he was the majority leader, pretty much.
Have y'all ever seen that in-depth movie they did on him and Woody Harrelson played LBJ? Have y'all seen that one? If y'all haven't, y'all really need to go look for it. It's
If you highly recommended it and you talking about Woody Harrelson, oh, it got to be good.
yeah, that's what I'm
Cause
saying. You go look at it. I mean, and we all know Woody Harrelson has range and depth. Coming from where he came from and be the type of actor he is. I mean, everybody look at Woody Harrelson as a slew-footed, sidekick type actor. But no, he has.
Nigga, yeah, he's been my dude ever since White Man Can't Jump and Money Train.
But he think
so
about
what they talked about,
2 years though.
yeah.
Go ahead.
See, back before LBJ came, it was all about seniority.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you wasn't like 56 years old, you couldn't even get on certain committees. And so they break it down how he basically was using his superpower of ass kissing to get in good with the top dogs.
It was called the LBJ treatment. If he couldn't brown nose his way through, he was gonna put that big ass index finger dead in your chest, and he was gonna poke his goddamn theories and views and legislation down your throat, and he was gonna strong arm you all over. If you was with them or you was against them.
Guess what?
Yeah, go ahead.
To this very day, LBJ is the youngest person ever elected to the Senate minority leader position.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it'd be nobody else younger than him that's gonna accomplish it. I mean, he took brown nosing to a whole new level, brother, to get what he got.
Hey, I ain't mad at him. That's some moral pragmatism for your ass.
Hey, I can't
There's
stand
some-
ass kissers, man.
there's some levels to amoral pragmatism I can't go. Like there's this one movie. I mean, it's a TV show called something robot. I can't think of the name right now. But there's a white dude in that movie. This dude did anything he could to get to the top, even engage in homosexual activity. That's where I draw the line when it comes to
Hell no.
when
Yeah,
it comes to climbing the rank and shit. That's
hell
why I draw.
no. Those dudes are dangerous in any workforce.
If you really understand the working relationship of LBJ at the time and J. Edgar Hoover, LBJ had as much dirt on J. Edgar Hoover as J. Edgar Hoover had on LBJ. That's why they always treat each other like mutually destruction issue on everything. It's like I ain't finna cross the line with you on this because you know too much about me on that, and vice versa. And that's why when right after Kennedy got assassinated, if you go listen to them tapes that they put out, those two were having conversations amongst one another, man, you'll swear to God, it's like, man, wait a minute. You got to know something on this dude, because how can you literally talk to J. Edgar like this and J. Edgar? What the fuck do you know about LBJ for you to go right back at him like this and talk like that? It's like the way you seeing two grown men go at one another, but all right, I can't say too much about this because he can expose something about that, and I can't say too much about this about him because he can say. So guess what? It's like both of them when they dealing with each other, it's like two grown men walking a tightrope like act, and it's like who's go flinch first? So it's like, all right, I ain't gonna overly talk shit about you, even though I can't stand you. It's like, and vice versa. And that was their type of relationship they had. Neither one could stand one. LBJ knew J. Edgar Hoover was a closeted homosexual, and J. Edgar Hoover knew LBJ was a cheating son of a bitch. That's what they had on each other, and they really couldn't. It was kind of like a code back then. All right, the only way we go punching below the belt you a true enemy that I can't use to expose to gain something more up off of. Then they go dead after your ass. But if one had something on the other back then in the day, they didn't date. Hey, we knew how to hold our water. We ain't gonna be all bombastic about this shit. We just gonna be cool.
Yeah, because if one collapsed, the other will collapse.
Yes. It was like, all right, think about it. J. Edgar Hoover was in everybody's business, dude. He was spying on everybody. Everybody. He was tapping everybody's phones for the sake of that.
Are you saying he's like a Nick Fury, huh?
Yeah. Before there was Siri, there was J. Edgar. I mean, and as much as I can't stand the both of them, man, I mean, just to study them to see how politics really worked and has worked and moved and evolved over the years. I mean, it went from that was the age and dawn of 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 a sickness that has morphed into something I believe and think in my right mind politically that we've never been able to recover from since. Look how politics has moved ever since the 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 60s, from 61 all the way to now. I don't say 64, I say 61 all the way to now, because you got to understand Kennedy was in the middle of it. And everybody want to talk about LBJ, his Great Society, and him and civil rights. Think he should not be getting credit for this, people. The person who started all this integration and road building and Great Society works was Eisenhower. He's the president most we should be admiring, and he's a freaking Republican. He was a freaking Republican. But yet, guess what? He was the one who was really trying to do right by folk, by people in the country on both sides of the aisle. And then after he got out,
I disagree with you right there.
But who picked up his manner of trying to do right? I mean, I'm not saying, I never said Eisenhower was perfect. I was saying,
no, I'm not saying that. You just said he started the road building and stuff like that. Really, before him, it was what's your boy name that had 4 terms?
Truman.
No, not Truman.
Oh, Roosevelt. Roosevelt, then Truman, and Eisenhower.
Yeah, FDR. Because they actually talk about in LBJ's biography. LBJ was actually really cool with FDR. He actually doing FDR. So they had a term for him where it was like Democrats that were a part of like FDR's alliance, basically. Can't think of the term right now, but anyway, LBJ actually headed 2 programs under FDR. One of them was an education program. He was the head of that, and another one was actually a road building program in the state of Texas, where he was actually over building roads and stuff like that in Texas under FDR. And FDR actually saved him from getting locked up for something. I can't remember what it was, but it was like something they mentioned in the book where FDR pretty much told the Department of Justice, like, okay, go ahead and drop that investigation for me, type thing. So if it wasn't for that, FDR ass would have been, LBJ would have been locked up.
Yeah, I mean,
they were real tight, man. They, but just like I think that they had a certain point in their relationships where they kind of fell out and they were back cool again. They was exchanging favors basically. So he has a couple pictures with them. This is interesting, man. They go deep in you'd be like, damn.
Oh yeah, no one can never say LBJ didn't know how to work the quid pro quo system. You got him effed up. He knew that one hand scratches another man's back just like the other does. Yeah. And see, the reason why FDR served so long, you got to understand that was wartime we was in. So they had to make certain exceptions and concessions, but yet and still they seen what was going on behind it and from it, what came from it. So, they had to fix a lot of that stuff. Hey, after that, you could serve no more than 2 terms after that. I was like, wait a minute. You got a man that's been here going on how long? Doing what? It's not a presidency. It feels like a monarchy. I don't know. We can't have that.
Guess what? If he didn't die, he might have had a 5th term.
Because trust me, he was a fucking beloved president. He walked us out of the Great Depression into World War II, got us through World War II and out of it. And what did it all while dealing with polio?
And now Trump is trying to keep us from having World War III.
Yeah, but in the same breath you say that, and he says that, but then you turn around and look what he did yesterday, talking about I'm gonna send money and support to Israel. No, if you say you getting out of all this shit, get out of all this shit. Fuck you. Let them think for themselves.
I hear that, damn it. I hear that.
I can feel I feel no kinds of ways about that situation in Palestine, with what's going on in Israel. Because simple fact, all right, this is a problem that started at the end of World War II. You had no business throwing them folks down in their strip and thinking everything was gonna be everything. Let bygones be bygones. Look, this is just my opinion because I don't want to get nobody stream in trouble. But look, everywhere a small hat has been, a small hat has caused strife and division amongst the rest of the people. Why? Because small hat people are greedy and selfish. This is just my opinion. Everywhere they go, think about it. Everywhere a small hat of his tribal people is with, he has pissed off everybody everywhere he's with. Why? Because they're greedy. This is something people don't like to talk about because we don't want to upset the small. Man, y'all a greedy group of people. You're a selfish group of people, but you always want everybody to protect you when the shit hits the fan and shit gets hot underneath your toes. But guess what? You caused most of it by the way you conducted and treated people. You want to act like you're the most innocent people in the world. You're not. It's a reason why you're not liked amongst the greater group of society and people. Y'all done some shit. And y'all always trying to cover it up by acting like y'all the innocent. Y'all have been the most persecuted. No.
You got to be careful now, because damn people.
Hey, that's why I call them small hats, and I kept everything sanitary. I kept everything sanitary. I might be a fool, but I ain't no damn fool. I know how they get
Hold on. I don't know who all they humble, but
it's not about them humbling, it's about their fucking tentacles, man. They reach. If you say one little foul thing that they don't like, this is anti-Semitism. Here they come. It's like who told y'all y'all the king of the self-pity and we can sick everybody on everybody if we don't like what you say.
They humbled. They humbled his ass. Then Nick Cannon got on there and apologized. Damn it! I think did Snoop Dogg had to apologize too?
They make everybody apologize one way or another. You can't slide our name, my people. You a goddamn lie. You ain't no better than nobody else. Your group of people ain't no better than nobody else. I'm sorry. Well, what about the Holocaust? I say, well, what about slavery? What about slavery? I shut you up real quick. Well, how many years you just go through the Holocaust versus how many years we went through slavery? I don't want to hear it. Y'all get recognition for that little bull crap you went through. Y'all don't even want to acknowledge us in our plight. But guess what? Every single time something happened to you, you want to come running to my people talking about, can you defend us? Can you defend us? And like gullible ass saps, we do it every single time. For what? Why? Everybody and their mama know they was They were some of the co-creators and founders of the NAACP and had their goddamn hand in everything. That's why now, as we speak to this day, us as black men, we look at the NAACP with a side eye and with a scowl on our face, and we have no faith in the NAACP as black men because we know they were one of the first who helped infiltrate us, trying to dictate and regulate the whole world. Hold on, is this not our party? Is this not what we standing for? How you gonna come in and try to talk us up and down a ledge and tell us what to do with our fight? Did we come over there and do that? And if memory serves me correct, it was black troops that went over there to Europe to help liberate y'all asses. It wasn't the other way around.
Here on Red Pill Sleeper Cell, we do not discriminate against any gender, race, creed, or religion. The views expressed were by A.L. Evans and him alone.
A.L. Evans
The-
only. These are my views.
And those are we are here for free speech, and those views does not reflect on anybody else on the show. Here, we believe in free speech, but we are not a hate group. This show is entertainment and entertainment alone.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then on top of that, it was not any form of hate I was spewing. It's called constructive criticism. And if you're a grown adult male, you should be able to accept and appreciate what constructive criticism is and stay at your butt hurt feelings about it. Hey, everybody in life gets a form of constructive criticism brought their way every single day to the day they die. Get over it.
All right, let's change that subject right now
No problem.
because it's something in the AI algorithm. Don't want to get hit.
Because you know.
What's up, Ray Hama?
Gotta pour some water for that.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Damn string on. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Thank you for coming up. How you doing?
Yeah, nothing, man. I just got done eating my burritos I was making.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, man. Just playing my game Sekiro because I'm trying to get to the secret ending. And there's some steps I got to take. So it's requiring for me to look at some videos, like I was telling you guys about last night.
Well, how far are you in it so far?
I'm near the end of this particular storyline, so I'm hoping I ain't gotta go through it again to, complete these steps. Because, to a degree, you gotta complete them in order, in its order. So it's also me trying to figure out, where I'm at. Did I miss out, on anything? So yeah, it's a lot of covering my ground and stuff. And also farming. I've been farming, upgrading, trying to get these techniques, these ultimate techniques. Ninja Vanish.
Girl, H2O.
Yeah, boy. Yes, he is. AL's going on, boy.
No, I just like talking about politics from time to time. And I like to reminisce with like-minded people, trying to think like I think and understand like I understand. It's refreshing to me. I mean, because
I agree with you. Yeah, I'd sit back and agree with you. I just, didn't want to say much, because, I don't want to get his channel in trouble, and I don't want the motherfuckers to be hunting me down and trying to get me to apologize.
that's why you didn't hear that one cuss word come out my mouth when I was speaking about those people. Kept it concise and to the point, but I let it be known what I think, and I'm entitled to do that. You can say what you say about somebody without being an ass. You can do it. It can be done.
You're right. And Jesse, when he was talking about Invincible earlier, I was trying to get like the number episodes. So I'm thinking he's talking about episode 7. Must have just came out.
Everybody in a sense to, well, you can't say not one word about them because if you do, no, that's BS in my mind. I'm sorry, but we gonna get up off of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was episode 7. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think
that-
next Thursday is the last episode, I believe.
I kind of took my time a little bit, I'm coming out with covering episode 6. I got the thumbnail and all that ready. I just got to fire it up.
You watch 7?
No, I haven't watched 7 yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd say my boy's growing a little bit, but
Holy shit.
Holy shit! What?
Holy shit. I just watched the holy shit.
Oh, see, okay.
Oh,
just leave it
there you
at
go.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Watch what he talking about. You didn't wait.
Holy shit.
So you didn't watch it.
What AL said.
I just
See, babe, let it be.
that was one hell of an episode. Holy shit.
He told you what he
What,
tried to prepare you.
what little Boosie daughter said at one time?
See, I'm not going to cover both of them. I'm going to just keep it individual. I'm going to go ahead and cover episode 6, then boom, then hurry up and fire it for episode 7. So I'm going to cover that. I'm going to go ahead and take my notes then. So you're saying, is that good? I'm going to go ahead and take my notes for episode 7. Episode 6, it wasn't really nothing to take notes on. It's just the fact that I see a lot of insensitivity of man's pain and suffering. Because that's what I've seen from Eve from episode 6. She's like, he's just a psycho. Bitch, he's just a psycho. Bitch, what the hell? He lost family, bitch, over that fight. And you gonna say that? Oh, but if it was the female that lost some family and shit, they wouldn't say that she was psycho.
Oh, you got to begrudge my family. You got to go fight for our honor. We hurt. No, it's cool when it happens to you, but when I do it, it's effed up. Boy.
Yeah, they put that whole syndrome in these damn shows. I'm like, oh hell no. I'm like, yeah, I quickly picked that out.
Holy shit.
I haven't watched yet.
Holy shit.
Because that type of shit trains people's minds to think, it's okay to be insensitive towards a man's plight, but uphold a woman's plight, at all costs.
No, it's ignore the man.
I'm just glad that he finally dumped old girl. I was glad when that happened because
you said the sister girl, the black chick, Lisa.
Yeah, they had no business being together. I'm glad that he actually got with Eve, who he should have got with in the first place.
They really wanted. Yeah, he should have too in the first place. Yes, I don't know. They kind of like that swirling though, man. They.
No, but everybody, we understand how media is working. They got to push the swirling initiative. They got to push the LBJ, the Lidgy bitch angle. These are the two forerunners of things that the last administration they've been anybody in media. This is what we want you to push out to the masses. So it's like you try to watch a TV show or something and just look for any form of straight lace, heterosexuality. You're not gonna find it anymore. Any form of true masculinism, and you're not gonna see that.
Is that why they was hating on Black Adam?
No, it was just a shitty movie.
A shitty show.
It was a shitty movie. They had some characters in it, but how many fucking can you smell what the Rock is cooking? You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, he is played out as fucking Kevin Hart. He's played out as Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart works good when he's riffing, but when he's in a movie, it's the perpetual midget clown, and it's tiresome. Just like Rock is always the action star. Look at Jean-Claude Van Damme and the other action stars, they fell off because their movies got tiresome. They were always playing the same character.
So you're saying like bring in some new masculine developments?
Yeah, it's time for new blood. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
we'll watch a Will Smith movie. We'll still go see Denzel. Denzel pretty much played the same character in every movie anyway, but he's picky to where his acting chops match it. It works for the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me
You
ask
can't.
y'all this:
Go ahead.
Has anyone seen Daredevil yet?
Born Again? Not yet.
No, I mentioned that. Yeah, I mentioned I was going to see that. But see, the thing is with me, I mentioned on my last stream here that I have to see that one, the new one. But I have to go back to the original, to the first one, to the first TV series that came out.
Have you
And
seen the first one?
no, I haven't seen that one, but I think I've seen all of Iron Fist and Luke Cage
Oh, that
and
bullshit.
and Jessica Jones.
Okay.
Wait,
Jessica
hold
Jones
on,
was
hold
good.
on, hold on. I gotta ask this question real
Go
quick.
ahead.
How the hell you seen the
No, he
bottom
didn't.
three, but ain't seen the best of the four series?
So you
That's
saying? So
like
you
saying,
saying? So you saying Daredevil's more badass than the Iron Fist?
Man, that
hell
Power
yeah.
Man and Iron Fist show was garbage. That shit looked like it was made for little kids when you watch Daredevil. The
Look,
hallway
man,
scene
let me
alone.
explain it to you like this. What you just said is like, yeah, man. You know, I went to a Jermaine Jackson concert. I went to a Theo Jackson
No, he didn't.
concert. I went to a Randy Jackson concert, but I ain't never got a chance to go to a damn Michael Jackson concert. That's what you just told us just now.
Oh Lord. Look, man.
And before I watch the new one, I have to watch the. Before I watch the new one, I have to watch the Defenders.
Look, let me get this out. You gotta Jessica Jones, one. I mean, the Purple Man, the storyline, they changed it, but it's fine, you know, because it's TV. But Daredevil, and I'll say it again, that hallway scene. I don't even remember. You know what I remember from Power Man and the Iron Fist show? With Power Man, I remember him getting beat up by who was the black guy? Barracuda, and knocked off a bridge. I cut it off after that. It was so whack. And then with Iron Fist, him getting sexually seduced by the Asian chick. He was a straight up pussy. But trust me, Daredevil, especially when Bullseye, when he make his appearance, it ain't no joke. There's no topping that. That's why they had to go back and redo it. I don't know if y'all know, but when the original Daredevil that they wrote, they took Foggy and what's the chick's name?
And now you're talking about the TV show, not the movie, right? With Ben Affleck.
No. We talking about the TV show. They took Foggy and the chick Karen. They took Foggy and Karen totally out of the show, and they was like, Kevin Feige was like, "What the fuck are y'all doing? Put them back in the goddamn show."
So that's why they made it offset. So bro, that's why they made it offset from the original TV series. Like they didn't make it like a season 2 or season 3. They just totally did away with the first TV series and making a whole new one, a reboot.
No, they it's all part of the same lexicon because it's under the Marvel umbrella. All right. If you saw the new Captain America, they brought back, remember, like the two Hulk movies, right? Mm-hmm. We never heard nothing else about them up until this Captain America movie. They brought all that old Hulk stuff back. You know what I'm saying? With Brainiac and of course Ross and the Betty situation with Betty. They brought all that stuff back. You know, they just didn't have Bruce Banner in it. But
and kept me lost 3/4 through that movie too.
Yeah, it was lukewarm. I have to admit that Captain America movie was lukewarm. They should have brought the Russo brothers in to do it because they was trying to make it like War. What was the one
talking about? What movie y'all talking about?
This last.
Oh, the new one. Oh, okay.
Brave New World.
Yeah, where they fucked up. They should have brought the Russo brothers in because they was trying to make it like Winter Soldier, the spy movie. But it was, I mean, you pretty much kind of figured it out in the first part of the movie. You know what I'm saying? You figured out what was going on, and then it was just trash. It was like, I mean, come on, Falcon. How you surviving a fight with the Red Hulk and you ain't got no superpowers? I don't give a fuck how much vibranium you got. Nigga, a punch from him will liquefy you whether vibranium is in the suit or not. The fuck out of here.
And that's the only thing that saved the movie. That the fact that his uniform, that suit, and the vibranium, that's the only thing that kept you captivated. Other than that, I kept going, okay, what is this now Red Hulk angle? Come on now.
Right. Why did look, in all honesty, if they would have brought the Russo brothers back and had him team up with Bucky, if he'd have teamed up with Bucky, that would have been a damn good fucking movie. Instead, they teaming up with this goofy Latino dude who was.
I don't even think that part was necessary. I just think it was the script was trash.
Yeah, it was. Plus, they reshot it 4 times.
I don't care who you got to direct it. If the script trash.
Damn, so y'all knew where I was going. Ah, good shit.
Yeah, they write their own script, so that's why I was.
But
the fighting scenes semi saved it, because if it wasn't for the fighting scenes, like I said, it was. And this is how you know the movie wasn't good. Even after the movie came out, we, the people, the brothers, men, we weren't talking about it. We weren't big up in it. We weren't. So I was like, yeah, nobody cared for this movie. Nobody really cared for it.
Nah. But once you finish Daredevil season 2, if it wasn't for the Punisher, that season would have been in the toilet. Because I mean, the hand, I don't see the hand as an enemy. These people, fucking ninjas. Nobody gives a fuck about ninjas like that, especially ninjas that ain't doing no real ninja shit. But the Punisher saved season 2. And you gotta watch that the Punisher is series, because I mean they did shit you wouldn't, if it was Disney that was running Punisher, it wouldn't have looked like that. It was classic Frank Castle. Am I making sense?
What's wrong with this?
Yeah, it was classic Frank Castle. Blood, death, vicious murders. I mean. Ooh, but yeah, the Defenders was okay. It was okay. It was a nice little team up movie.
I thought it was solid.
Yeah, team up show, but it could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot better.
I actually forgot about the Defenders. You mentioned it.
Yeah, exactly. It could have been a lot better. Shit, who else had a show that came from?
Okay, y'all coming in better now.
Huh? Okay. Yeah. Who else had a show from Netflix that they brought over? Okay. Power Man and Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, The Punisher, Daredevil. Was there somebody else? Or was that it? That's it? Yeah. I'm wondering
who the hell is Power Man?
Power Man. Yeah, the black guy with him and the
I kind of figured you was talking about him. I was like, man, that's my nigga, man.
Yeah, but
black people make up alternate names for everything.
The first season was
but
good.
you know you know they had that nigga in the movie, right, where they had him basically looking like being like as the no good black husband in Girls Trip with Taraji P. Henson.
You watched that?
He said,
I seen that shit. I see that shit, man.
You must have a girl at home.
I had.
Oh, okay.
I had. Amen.
After watching that movie, bitch, get the fuck out. You ever make me watch a movie like that again? You had to watch a goddamn Medea movie than this shit.
Oh boy, yeah, it was one of those one and done and never again. Damn it, shit.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to take over y'all chat. What were y'all talking about?
Just random bullshit here and there, you know.
Yeah, we was talking about movies and stuff and shows.
Speaking of a TV show that y'all mentioned that I've been laying dead dying. I'm like, they keep putting out all these movies. Why y'all don't make a movie about Luke Cage? Man, even when I saw, I never got into that show, and
I'll second that.
I want to beat myself up for that because after watching snippets of it and you see, I'm like, this was a cold ass dude. And then when I listened to Charles Faulkner talk about him back in the day and how this dude was just kicking ass and taking names. I'm like, man, why did not invest time into paying attention to this show? I'm like, man, they need to make a movie. They need to make a movie. And nobody has tried to make a movie about Luke Cage because they know if they made a movie about Luke Cage, you wouldn't want to be thinking about the Hulk, Iron Man, Superman like that. Man, these black kids, these black boys, boys period, will be enthralled with Luke Cage. Straight up. That's why
you would have to team him up with Jessica Jones. You would have to team him up with Jessica Jones.
The thing about Luke Cage was it did portray black men in a positive light, like his character was badass and all that type of stuff. So that was a positive thing about it. But I'm not gonna lie, the dialogue for that show was not the greatest.
No, it was not. The reason why I say you had to team him up with Jessica Jones, because they in the books they got together, they had a kid. They were a family. You know what I'm saying? They were a family.
And y'all are not talking like in the form as if y'all are like one of them white, tough, nerdy critics.
Well, no, because we black.
Tough, like ridiculously tough, like just no sense kind of critic. Like, damn, like you tripping over like the stupidest shit. Like, oh my God, his color, man, that color on his arm, man, around his shoulder, man. Yeah, his armor wasn't that color, man. It was a little darker than that, man. I'm like, oh my God, dude, are you serious?
You know how to
I say my biggest problem with this show was the dialogue. Like it was kind of corny. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, if you team him up with Jessica Jones with the baby, you can show his fatherly side as well as his street tough gangster side. Because do remember in the books, he beat the shit out of Green Goblin over his bitch.
Oh damn!
He threw her out of a window. Norman threw her out of a window when Spider-Man saved her. And the next day, Luke Cage caught him in his limo, beat the ever loving shit out of him.
Oh hell yeah!
Stop him from killing him.
Hell yeah, that's right there. I hear that.
He pounded Norman in the jelly.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers! Yeah, I'm gonna catch your ass without your suit, bitch.
Right. you would have to write some type of storyline, where, what I'm saying, she's retired, he's running a detective agency or a protection racket or something like that. Because like the first season it had a damn good storyline, with the gangsters and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he could just punch his way out of the shit. He had to
be strategic.
Exactly. He had to be political about it. Then, of course, they had the punch him up action and everything, but it wasn't goofy.
I think in his Absolute series, they had him as the mayor.
Who?
Luke.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, you can't do that in the movie because then it's like how the mayor running around beating up criminals.
Shit. Hey, if Batman could be a fucking millionaire by day and a fucking Cape Crusader by night, why Luke can't do it? Shit.
Right. Hey.
Wayne don't run Wayne Enterprises. The board does.
The pro-black's gonna come after your ass now.
Well, that's fine. Shit.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, because Luke Cage he's more of a Harlem type of hero. You know, you got Daredevil in Hell's Kitchen, you got Luke in Harlem. You know, him. Matter of fact, you can even bring Iron Fist into it. But you would have to make the script. It would have to be like a rated R type of situation because of violence. Violence and language.
I mean, hell, we got Invincible and shit like that. The Boys, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but this is Disney we talking about.
Yeah.
Let's not get on the Boys. Oh my God.
I mean, that's what Invincible basically is. Shit.
So if any man in here listening, any man that's commentating right now, comment can sit here and literally say, The Boys was a good fucking show. Come on now. That I literally tried. I tried to keep up with it. I'm like, it took you everywhere, and then on top of that, I mean, the shit that they were fighting for in the. I'm like,
and on top of that, I don't know if y'all know, they're coming out with season 5.
I stopped watching, I think, about the 4th episode of season 4 because it just got too goofy. I mean, you made Frenchie gay. Get the fuck out of here. If you've ever read the graphic novels, that dude is not fucking gay. Him and the Asian chick, they had like an unspoken type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's why you notice that if you watched season 4, see late season 3, early season 4, how they had a connection together. But this nigga wasn't fucking, I'm not trying to be funny, but he was not into men. And that's what threw me off. That's what threw me off the whole show. It was bad enough they went off script from the books, but that crossed the line for me. Not that I hate gay people, but you fucked up one of the best characters in the whole goddamn series.
Now that's talking as a righteous critic right there. I'm with that one. Yeah, because damn it, because that ain't right. I don't like when they do shit like that to characters who originally supposed to be straight, and then y'all change his whole sexuality and shit. Now this motherfucker looking all scary and shit, like a dude that just got raped in prison.
That's what happened when you let the LGBT community around heterosexual, straight writing comics that were intended for straight heterosexual people. They got to find a way to fuck some shit up. Let's skew it towards the way we think it should be, the way we want it to be. Let's open up a whole brand new world. No, go back in your cubby holes where you belong. You was fine. Hey, when you was in your cubby holes, minding your business, in your closets, we wouldn't bother you. You wouldn't bother us. And you could party like it was 1995 like y'all wanted to. Why? Somebody gave you out a bright idea. Let's open the door and see what the rest of the world is doing. No, don't do that. We don't want you to do that, because if you do that, it's going to be trouble. We tried to give you forewarning. You did it.
What I was talking about?
How they feminizing comic books and changing everything around.
Bitter Truth was talking about a particular character.
Frenchie on the Boys.
Say it again.
Frenchie. The character's name is Frenchie on the Boys.
Oh, yeah. You talk about the French guy.
Yeah, because I read when the graphic novel came out, like I was hooked. You know what I'm saying? The graphic novel was the shit. That Huey Freeman, I'll never forget Huey, because Huey and Annie dated, but they didn't have the conflicts that they have in the show. But I'll never forget Butcher. Annie spent the night. Butcher came knocking on the door. Huey opened the door, and Butcher bust out laughing. And Huey couldn't figure out what he was laughing about. You know, he told him, "Hey, meet me downstairs in 20 minutes at the park." So he was steady laughing the whole time. So when Huey went in the bathroom, he looked in the mirror and it looked like he had ate a raspberry donut because Annie was on her period. She didn't tell him.
Oh no, see.
Oh hell no! He had that on his face.
Look, man, that book was up.
He would have had to die in real life if that shit happened. Like, she would have had to die. She would have had to die.
Well, you know, Huey was always a bitch.
Nah.
He was always a bitch. Even in the end, at the end of the book, he was still a bitch, you know, but you know.
So I'll say this. I think the Boys is a really good series. It just got a lot of wild stuff that is in it. Like, it's almost like the Boys series is almost like the Shock Jock of TV shows.
Dude, grab the graphic novels. The graphic novels make the TV show look very, very tame, and I mean very, very tame. The only show that came that stayed as true to the book as they could get it was Preacher.
Look, okay. I tried to watch Preacher.
You stick with it. Stick with it.
Because I was really they talk about a scene. And I was trying to figure out where that particular scene was from. I think it was like an angel kept dying and coming back from heaven or something like that.
Oh, the angels. Yeah, the angels. They you know, you can't kill them. Like their body will die, but they'll reformat. They'll have a new body. The only thing that can kill.
You'll see him again next week.
Huh?
He said you'll see him again next week on next week's episode.
Oh, the only thing that'll kill a celestial is the guns made by the given to the Saint of Killers by the devil. Right, but it's a slow burn. Once he gets outside of his town, that's when the shit really pick up. But the Saint of Killers, that's a true villain right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a true villain. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Maybe I'll put it back on my list.
Please do.
We're talking about some villains, boy. Man, I can show you some villains, boy. More fucked up than what you've seen in the Boys and all that shit combined.
Now, I'll tell you one villain I do like is the villain on Invincible.
Which one?
The black guy.
You want the Black Batman?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the Black Batman dude. Anymore. Yeah, he cool. He cool as shit, man. Yeah, man.
Angstrom Levy.
Angstrom Levy.
Oh yeah, that piece of shit. All of this is everything. The shit is his fault.
Well, yeah, I can't say nothing, man. Yeah, I said really the same shit. I'm like, yeah, you was talking about, I don't want to build my utopia on that kind of blood, and I'm like, Mark was all right. You know, he would have been good. He wouldn't have died. What the hell? Like, but thing is, I'm like, damn, man, just.
He had a hell of a villain arc though, because he wasn't even a villain.
Mark, if I was Mark, I would have been like, okay, I'm gonna let this motherfucker do his thing.
Look, Angstrom Levy,
because it might blow up, and who knows how many people would have got killed.
He's trying to turn Mark into the bad guy that he thinks he is. Like, motherfucker, we come from various dimensions. We're not all the same. It's because of you that motherfuckers are like me are being twisted. Shit. God damn.
And now he's working mad at Mark and shit. You know what I mean? And he did that to his mom and brother. You know, and that shit was that was kind of fucked up right there. Man, I'm like, oh man.
Damn.
And y'all know who does the voiceover for that character, right?
Who? Oh, King. Is it King David? No, David passed away.
Nah, Sterling King Brown.
Who was that?
Oh boy, from Paradise, the star in Paradise.
I don't know who Sterling K. Brown is.
Sterling K. Brown is a
phenomenal actor, man.
Yes, he is.
Paradise. This Is Us. He played the brother on Black Panther. Played the King's brother. Came out as dad at the beginning.
Oh yeah, they're talking about bringing him back. Yeah, they're talking about bringing Black Panther back.
I saw they leaked a picture of a Black Panther in the Black Panther outfit.
They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know him in
leaked what picture?
They leaked a picture of a black dude in the Black Panther outfit from like the shoulders
Listen,
up.
I tell y'all like I tell my white friends.
It'd be
If
cool
there's
if I
no
could find it.
T'Challa, you will not get my dollar.
I didn't
You
even
said
watch Black Panther 2.
you said if it's not T'Challa, you can't get my dollar.
I said if there's no T'Challa, then you can't have my
Yeah,
dollar.
yeah, that's what I thought you said. Yeah.
Should have
Well,
been.
guess what? You won't be
I watched
spending
Black.
little.
I watched Black Panther 2. I bootlegged it, so the shit didn't get no money.
You damn right. You damn right.
Should have been a younger, hipper T'Challa coming through another dimension. You should have
What?
lost. You should have lost
So
T'Challa
you already.
in one dimension, and then
Well, he already said there wouldn't be another T'Challa because he knew he was dying. He gave you somebody interviewed him I think like on Entertainment Tonight or something. They were getting ready for a award show, and they were like, "Are you looking forward to Black Panther 2?" He said no. They said why? He said because T'Challa is dead. I'm dead. And he was literally letting people know on the cool. He knew he was dying. He wasn't going to be able to come back. So everybody that's, oh, I want him back in this, he knew he wasn't coming back to run a sequel for that dang movie.
Well, the thing is, they can easily, since they introduced the whole multiverse thing, they can easily bring in another T'Challa from another universe, from universe 5, 6, 8. Damn it! And but the thing is, though, they're gonna have to work it out to where he's gonna be able to have that Wakanda wherever he's leaving to be safeguarded by another leader who's suited, or if that Wakanda has been destroyed, but he and some others managed to survive, and he just goes over into that main universe. Yeah, they could do something like that, and then and make it to where it shocks everybody there in Wakanda that ain't died because Angela Bassett's character, she's gone. So
All you got to do is somebody goes to the TVA and get one of those resurrection stones and bring his ass back to life. That's all you got to do.
oh, okay.
But I'll say this: they already pissed me off when they nerfed his intelligence.
What do you mean?
Dude, his intelligence is really nerfed in the movie compared to the comic books. In the comic books,
understand what you mean.
I can see that.
Hold on. In the comic books, he's actually as smart as Shuri is, and that's talking about the comic books that even have a Shuri.
So you're saying he's like Tony Stark level smart?
Because most
he's Dr. Doom level smart.
Yeah, Tony Stark, Dr. Doom, and Black Panther are pretty much on the same intellectual level in the comic books.
Yeah. I've never heard nobody saying that though.
Well,
because I listen to a lot of motherfuckers, you know what I mean?
Black Panther like that. That's why.
I'm catching up on all the old Black Panther joints, so I just downloaded them.
Okay.
The way I saw it, what they should have done, like I said, they could have easily recast him, be it through. Well, you couldn't go through the TBA because then he would be an anomaly. You would have had to have done it through, like almost like a portal, almost like a Doctor Strange type of portal where Shuri did it. She did it. She, figured out interdimensional things. T'Challa got sucked into one in the midst of trying to bring him back. Either he comes back different, or you bring back a younger T'Challa. Be like, wow, like I brought him back, but I brought him back, he's 10, 15 years younger. So that way you have an 18 or 20-year-old, quote unquote, T'Challa coming back, and then he's going through, everybody has to adjust to him being the younger version of T'Challa. Am I making sense?
Yeah, you are, but the thing is, though, my dear black directors, no matter how we direct this here, there's still going to be a shitload of people that are going to be shitty with us, or however we create it to be.
Well, they
See,
can go
check out that link, Ray.
and be sure to follow.
If you look at the link, you'll see that one of his
Okay.
superpowers in the comics is genius level intellect. Right? All those smart characters, you notice that they like Tony Stark. If you go to Iron Man's Wikipedia ability, it'll be genius level intellect.
Oh,
But in the movies, they stripped that because he wasn't stupid or nothing, but he was definitely not a genius in the MCU's version of him.
All right. So look, I'm gonna crash out. That took more out of me than I thought. But I'm glad y'all made me watch that. I was gonna save it for tomorrow, but oh my god. I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Eat the dessert first.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I can't believe what I saw. I'm gonna have to rewatch that.
Yeah, it went down, man. It definitely went down.
Man,
what the hell Lewis said?
That ending is crazy, but I mean, you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I'm here. I had to make a pit stop.
So Lewis dipped out for a minute on us.
No, I had to go to the bathroom.
Well,
he's a working
Yeah, I
man.
went to it.
All right, y'all. All right,
hey,
Lewis.
sleepy. So we gonna cut it. We gonna call it short. Catch you guys later.
Peace.
All right. Well, any closing words?
No, thank you for having me on. And yes, and I do have that link. So yeah, I just got it.
All right. Well, I counted enough sheep. Whoever was watching, I hope it was entertaining for you.
Yeah, this is a great discussion, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, of course. Ray, when's the next night you're gonna be streaming?
Oh shoot, man, very soon, especially since episode 7 of Invincible came out. Yes, I'll be doing Invincible and some other stuff too as well, some other shows I'm interested in. And I don't know, I'm thinking about talking about I may talk about some government related stuff too when it comes to shows like Jack Ryan.
Okay. Well, let me know.
That
I will hop
then
on.
I'm gonna get on Jack Reacher. Yeah, because I think you said you watched Jack Reacher too, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm be getting on that too. That's definitely on the list, and definitely I got to put on Daredevil on the list, the series and the Defenders, so I can watch it, so I can say I watched it, for experience sake.
All right, for sure.
So yeah, so I got a list. Yeah.
I will hop on and support you, but I gotta take my goofy ass to sleep.
Appreciate you, bro.
We are out.